What's up guys, my name is Ryan and I want to show you my favorite places in the magical country of Romania. So here is my Romania top 10. Romania is definitely one of Europe's most underrated countries. It's a land full of alluring castles and beautiful medieval cities. From the windy roads of the Transfagarasan Highway to the wonders of the Bran Castle, Romania has so much waiting to be explored. Let's start this video off in the medieval city of Sighișoara. Now located in central Romania, Sighișoara is a beautiful town with a unique history. Back in the 12th century, the King of Hungary invited German craftsmen and merchants to settle in Romania, and they were known as the Transylvanian Saxons. Now the group settled in 1191 in present-day Sighișoara, and the city rose up to become an important strategic and commercial destination for Central Europe. Today, it's one of Romania's best preserved medieval walled cities. I just love how the fortified part is built upon a hill and it can be seen from all over. Really is a magical destination that deserves a visit. Now just 30 minutes from Sighișoara is the little Biertan fortified church. Now located in the small village of Biertan, the impressive church was completed in 1524 and was originally Roman Catholic and then changed to Lutheran after the Reformation. Now what is unique about this church is that it's heavily fortified with 3 layers of protective walls. Ottoman armies were a threat in the area, and so the people of the village decided to fortify the church. I mean, such a unique and beautiful place if you ask me. Now afterwards we're going to visit the city of Sibiu. Now located just an hour and a half from Sighișoara, Sibiu is another alluring city in Transylvania. It's nicknamed the City of Eyes thanks to its roof windows that make the houses feel alive. Now just like Sighișoara, the city was founded by German settlers during the 12th century and grew to become an important trading center during medieval times. In 2007, Sibiu was named the European Capital of Culture, and I think it definitely deserved that award with all its historical sites. Now afterwards, we're going to take a drive on the famous Transfagarasan Highway. Now this is definitely the most well-known road in Romania and was claimed to be the best road in the world by the TV show Top Gear. The road was built by Romanian military in the 1970s as a response to the 1968 invasion of Czechoslovakia by the Soviet Union. Now the military wanted to make sure they had quick access across the mountains in case of an invasion. Today the road is an incredible scenic drive as it passes through the Transylvanian Alps. The road is usually open from July to October and climbs to an altitude of 2,042 meters. At the top of the pass is the Baleo Lake, which can also be accessed by a cable car in the wintertime. Now while you're there, you can make a pit stop and do some hiking in the Transfagarasan Mountains, which is such an incredible area and drive. Now afterwards, we're going to visit the city of Alba Iulia. Now located just an hour's drive from Sibiu, Alba Iulia is a historic city full of charm. Now my favorite feature of the city is the Alba Carolina Citadel. This massive fortress was finished in 1738 and has a unique star shape. It was built to ensure the defenses of the newly conquered provinces of the Habsburg Empire and became one of the main fortifications of the Roman Empire in Romania. Now today you can wander the perfectly preserved citadel. There are beautiful cathedrals and churches to admire, and it really is an incredible area and piece of history. Afterwards, we're going to head over to the city of Brașov. Now located near the Carpathian Mountains in Transylvania, Brașov is a charming city known for its medieval Saxon walls and towering Gothic black church. The city began like many others thanks to the Transylvanian Saxons. The Teutonic Knights also helped build Brașov in the 13th century. Sadly, in the 17th century, a fire destroyed almost all of Brașov's walled city, but thankfully it was rebuilt, and today it's one of the most popular cities in Transylvania, and thanks to its location, it's a great hub to explore other places around Romania. Now one of my favorite nearby places is the Bran Castle. It's located just 30 minutes outside of Brașov, and it's famously known as Dracula's castle. Now while there is no evidence that the author of Dracula knew anything about this castle, it definitely has a spooky vibe to it. People also associate the castle with Vlad the Impaler, who also didn't really have much to do with the castle, but it's fun to speculate the spooky origins of this fortress. Now the Bran Castle was built in the 14th century, and it's placed right at the start of a mountain pass, and it was used to defend against the Ottoman Empire and also became a customs post. Today it's one of Romania's most visited castles, and I'd love to visit during Halloween time. Now another impressive castle in Romania is the Corvin Castle. Now it's located in western Romania in the town of Hunedoara. Now Corvin Castle is one of the largest castles in all of Europe. I mean, just absolutely massive. It was constructed during the 15th century and was added onto throughout the ages. Like Bran Castle, it has a creepy vibe to it. It was used as a residence, also served as a prison in a few areas. I mean, I can't imagine what it must have been like to see this castle during medieval times. I mean, just so enormous. Needless to say, Romania is home to some incredible castles. Afterwards, we're going to visit the Carpathian Mountains. Now I have to say this is one of my favorite parts of Romania. Now located in north and central Romania, the Carpathians are a massive mountain range that also pass through Slovakia, Poland, Hungary, and Ukraine. Now the mountains are home to wildlife such as brown bears, wolves, and lynx. Now while the Carpathians aren't as jagged as other European mountains such as the Alps, the Carpathians have their own beauty with giant mountains covered in dense forests. During the wintertime, the Carpathians are a perfect place to go skiing. I also think one of the best times to visit the mountains is during the fall when they are covered in beautiful autumn colors. I mean, if I could live anywhere in Romania, I'd probably shack up in a cabin somewhere in these incredible mountains. One cool set of mountains in the Carpathians is the Ciucă Mountains. The highest point is 1,954 meters, and they have this really unique look to them with its rounded boulders. The mountains are located on the border between Brașov and Prahova counties and offer some spectacular hiking trails. Now while we're still on the topics of mountains, another cool destination is the Lonely Rock, or Piatra Singuratica. Now it's located in the northern part of the country, and it has this unique rock formation that sticks out like a sore thumb. It definitely reminds me of the Dolomites. There's also a cabin there you could eat or spend the night at. I mean, it's just such a beautiful area, worth a visit. Now after the mountains, we're going to head over to the Black Sea. When you think of Romania, you probably don't imagine sandy beaches and beautiful water, but Romania surprisingly has over 275 kilometers of Black Sea coastline. The biggest city on the coast is Constanta, and it's located just 2.5 hours drive from Bucharest. There's also other resort towns across Romania's coastline. One that I really like is Mamaia. It's built on a narrow stretch of land right on the Black Sea, and it's a great place to enjoy the Romania Riviera. Now for our final destination, we're going to visit Bucharest. Now located in the south of Romania, Bucharest is the country's capital with a population of 1.8 million. It's referred to as the Paris of the East thanks to its elegant architecture. Now one of the most impressive buildings in the city is the Palace of Parliament. It's the heaviest building in the world, weighing over 4 million tons. I mean, that's kind of crazy to think about. Now I just love how the long street leads up to the palace. Now similar to Paris, Bucharest has an Arch of Triumph dedicated to the heroes of World War I and Romania's War of Independence. Bucharest definitely is a European capital worth visiting. Well, that is it for my Romania Top 10. Let me know where your favorite place is in Romania in the comments below. I also started a relaxation channel where I make hour-long relaxation films to bring some peace and nature in your life. I plan on doing a film on Romania very soon. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at shirley.films. It's Ryan, and we will see you later.